Hey guys, Christina Regine here. Today we are making loaded baked mashed potatoes. It has veggies, chicken, shrimp, and ham, or bacon if you want to use that. And it also has Parmesan in it, and it is full of flavor and so delicious. Let's get started. Let's prepare our chicken. I have 2 pounds of chicken thigh cut into cubes. Add 1.5 teaspoon of adobo. 1.5 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a pinch of black pepper. Stir, and then we can go ahead and set our chicken aside. Now let's prepare our shrimp. In a separate bowl, I have 2 pounds of shrimp. Raw shrimp, please, not pre-cooked. Add 1.5 teaspoon of adobo, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. I recommend using either Scotch bonnet, habanero, or chili garlic sauce for shrimp. Stir everything together. And then to a pot over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 stick of salted butter. Once the butter has melted, add 4 minced garlic cloves and cook for 2 minutes. Add 1 chopped onion and cook for another 2 minutes. Add the shrimp to the pot and cook on each side for 1 minute over medium heat. We will continue to cook them later, so you do not have to try to cook them fully right now. Once we are done cooking them, we're going to go ahead and transfer them back into a bowl along with the sauce that they produced. Do not discard the sauce because we are going to use it later. So just place the sauce in a separate bowl or a cup and set everything aside. To the same pot, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Make sure you try to blend in the tomato paste as well as you can with the oil. It's not going to be able to blend fully because this is tomato paste we are dealing with here. But here I'm just using a spatula to make sure that I kind of crush it into the oil. So now we have added our chicken and we're going to cook it over medium heat. So cook the chicken without the cover for a few minutes until brown, stirring occasionally. And then once you're done with that, turn the heat down to low and cover the pot for 10 to 15 minutes or until the meat is nice and tender. Then transfer the chicken out of the pot to a bowl containing the shrimp. Then you can set that aside. Now here I am boiling 5 pounds of potatoes. Boil them just until tender, then remove them from the pot. Check them occasionally because you don't want to overboil them. Also boil 1 pound of carrots just until tender, then chop them into small pieces. To a pot over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and add 2 minced garlic cloves. Cook it for a little bit, then add 1 cup of peas. Stir and cook for about 5 minutes or until the peas are just a little bit tender. Then turn the heat down to low and add cabbage. I'm using half a small cabbage, which I chopped up. Stir it for a little while and then we're going to cover it and let it cook for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes are up, let's go ahead and stir the pot again. And then we can add half a cup of cut string beans. And by the way, make sure that all the vegetables you're using are frozen. So frozen peas, frozen string beans, you don't want to use anything that comes in a can. Now let's add our seasonings. Add 1.5 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Stir the pot again. Cover the pot for another 5 minutes. Now let's go ahead and add our carrots, which we had already cooked and chopped up. Then we can stir the pot and then turn off the heat and set the vegetables aside. Now to a bowl or a pot, let's add our potatoes, which we had boiled earlier. And again, I am using 5 pounds of potatoes. And in the pot, I have 1 stick of melted salted butter. Mash the potatoes for a little bit, and then we're gonna add half a cup of mayo. Then mash the potatoes again until well combined with the mayo. And now we're gonna add 1 cup of heavy cream and continue mashing until smooth. Now let's add our seasonings. Add 1 tablespoon of adobo, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 sachets of sazon accent. Continue mashing to combine. Now let's add 1 chopped bell pepper and 1 chopped shallot, and then stir them in. Now to 4 eggs, add 1/3 cup of heavy cream. Whisk until combined, and then add 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and whisk again until combined. This is to hold together the potatoes once they are baked. Now pour the mixture into the potatoes and stir until combined. Add 2 cups of grated Parmesan cheese and stir until combined. Now let's add our vegetables, which we had cooked earlier, and then stir them in. Now let's add 1 pound of cooked ham or bacon, whichever one you prefer, or you could use beef or both, it's up to you. Just make sure that if you're using ham or bacon, use a sweet one or one that uses little or no sodium to avoid altering the overall flavor of the dish. Now back to our bowl of chicken and shrimp, and I'm adding it little by little while I stir it in. Here is our dish, and then let's top it with some more Parmesan cheese. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour and 15 minutes or until it is golden on top. Then let it sit for about 30 plus minutes so it can set and hold together before serving. And here are our loaded baked mashed potatoes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you like this recipe. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more recipes like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!